Welcome to CGDsports.net. How are you doing? Dave Stein here with you on a beautiful Monday night. Time for the last home game for this Cowboy squad. Tonight we honored 3 seniors along with the softball seniors that came over as well. Of course, they are Nevin Foss, Preston Gardner, and Matthew Gutka. On the softball side of things, it was Peyton DeCoster, Abby Dorn, Kenna Hasty, Clarissa Hasty, Maddie Henniger, Carly Lehman, and Kennedy Turcha. We honored all of them tonight. Also, we brought out the campers, the baseball skills camp that we had back in May the 30th and 31st. Brought all of those fun kids out to enjoy some time on the field. We are ready to get things underway. The Cowboys and the Wildcats. Wildcats coming into this after cinching the North Central Conference with a win over Webster City the other night. Leading things off for the Wildcats, the shortstop, number 11, Josh Thurb. Thurb fouls the first one off for strike one. Second pitch comes in for ball one, so 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to Thurb. Gardner on the mound for the Cowboys. That one's going to miss just a little bit on the outside, so 2 balls, 1 strike, now the count. As we look out at the field from left to right, third base is Caden Hankins. Shortstop, Carson Nessheim. Lee Frias at second. And at first, Calvin Schlutenhofer. Behind the plate is going to be none other than Mason Allen. In the outfield, once again from left to right, Wyatt DeCoster. In left field, center field, Nevin Foss and Nick Sisson out in right field. That is the Cowboys lineup for tonight. Shot down the first baseline. Schlutenhofer reaches out, snags it out of midair. Catch by Calvin Schlutenhofer. With 1 out, that will bring up number 19, the second baseman, Riley Sorensen. Sorensen steps in, 1 out. Gardner into his motion. Here comes the pitch. Swing fouled off, and that's going to be strike one. Once again, this is going to be our last home game of the season. The Cowboys will be taking it to the road here for the next couple nights. Talk more about that coming up. The shot to Nessheim. He gets the grounder field cleanly. Going to pull. His throw is going to pull Schlutenhofer off, though, but Calvin doing a good job of catching the ball. That's the most important thing. So it is going to be Sorensen safe at first. Now batting, the designated hitter, number 20, Isaiah Busick. So Isaiah Busick, the designated hitter, steps in. That one's going to come in low. Busick steps back into the, oh, excuse me, that's not Busick. That's Trevor Beach. Busick down at first. Sorry, I looked down, I was lining up music for the next next go-around. 3-0 count. To Beach, the right fielder. That's going to be 4-0, 4 straight balls, and send Beach down to first. Now batting, the first baseman, number 25, Christian Lee. So Lee will step in with bases loaded, 1 out. It's in there for ball 1. Also in there for ball 1. So that is going to be 2 balls in this count, but that's 6 straight balls to Wildcat batters in this last 2 at-bats. So that one comes off the hand a little bit high for ball 3. So a 3-0 count. Once again, that one's going to be ball 4, and the first run for the night is going to be a walk-in. As Sorensen's going to cross. Just a reminder, the iCubs Skybox raffle happening tonight. Near the end of the 3rd inning. One chance for $10. 100 tickets will be sold. There's just a couple left. Just a few left. You can get yours still yet tonight. This has been donated by DeKalb, Asgrow, and New Cooperative. It's Sunday, August 6th. The Iowa Cubs against the Toledo Mud Hens. Game time 1:08 p.m. That's at Principal Park. And the winner will receive that Skybox. Get your name in there now. Now batting, the catcher, number 22, Evan Hatcher. That one's going to be fouled out of play behind the first base side, so strike number 1. One ball, 1 strike. Hatcher just step back in. Gardner delivers. This one's going to come off the hand high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, bases loaded, 1 out. Garm bounces it in. Runner coming, slides in safely, and they will advance around. 2nd and 3rd is where the runners will end up as another run scores. That's going to make it 2-0 Wildcats. A 3-1 count to Hatcher. He gets ready to step back into the box. That one's popped up. Frias. Nope, Schlutenhofer. Nope, Frias. Either way, it was caught, 2 down. Could have ended very badly, but it didn't.
With 2 outs, that will bring up the center fielder, number 5, Corey Detman.
So Detman steps in, 2 outs, runners on second and third. 2-0 score. Wildcats up. Strike 1. Detman will watch the first strike go on by. Should mention Humboldt cinched the North Central Conference with a victory over Webster City last Friday night, as a matter of fact. So line drive hit in the gap. That one is going to score 2. DeCoster goes down, and looks like he's injured. A triple as Foss gets the ball in. Foss will bring the ball into, but not before a triple.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 15, Mason Van Pelt.
That one just a hair bit low for ball 1. Carter into the windup. Here comes the pitch. Low and outside. 2-0. Garner winds, delivers. That's going to be low for ball 3. So a 3-0 count. Garner needs to find that rhythm, get that ball. That one's going to be just a little bit high for ball 4. And that's going to bring us to the number 9 hitter.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 3, Jaden Gargano.
So runners at first and third, got him on the corners with 2 outs. The pitcher, the number 9 hitter, steps in. And he's going to clip him on the shoulder. Hit by pitch is going to make it a loaded base situation once again and bring us back to the top of the order. Courtesy runner for the pitcher.
Got it.
Courtesy runner for the pitcher, number 18, Keegan Grote. Now batting, the shortstop, number 11, Josh Thurm.
So Thurm will step in again, his second at-bat this inning, as the Wildcats have batted through the order. Nice pitch, strike 1. So 2 down, got bases loaded, 1 strike. Into the windup, here comes the pitch. That one's going to be high for ball 1. Fouls it off for strike 2. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thurm steps back in the box. Gardner just looking in. Comes to the plate. Just misses the outside edge. That's going to be ball 2. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Gardner back out. On the mound, gets set. Comes the pitch. Swing and strike 3. The Cowboys get out of the inning, but not before the Wildcats do a little damage with 4 runs to start things off. We'll take a quick break. Back in just a few moments with more Cowboy baseball as the Cowboys come up to bat right here on CGDsports.net. So Foss hits a nice line drive. Unfortunately, there was a shortstop there with a glove out. He's able to snag it for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 25, Carson Nessheim.
Nessheim steps back into the box, or steps in the box for the first time tonight. He's going to foul the first one off for strike 1. Senior 9 is, as I sit here with seniors, I've got some memories I'll be sharing throughout the night also about these young men. So that one's going to be there for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Two balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. That one's low for ball 3. So Nessheim, when he steps back in, he'll be looking at a 3-1 count. Nessheim drives the one towards short. That's going to be there in time for the second out. So with 2 outs, it's going to be Preston Gardner making his way to the batter's box.
That will bring up the pitcher, number 12, Preston Gardner.
So PG steps in, gets ready to roll. Once again, like I said, I'll be sharing some memories that I have of these guys. Been around the program now for a little bit, a few years now, announcing and whatnot. And I have some stories to tell. Should write a book. But then those of you who have seen what I put in the paper will go, yeah, but Dave, you can't write, so don't even try. Anyway, I digress. Sometimes spell check lies to you. I just want you to know that. Here comes the pitch. Gardner does a good job holding off on that one. Good stop, though, on that same note by Hatcher. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Gargano comes to the plate. Swing for strike 3, and that's going to finish the side as the Cowboys will go down 1-2-3. We're back in just a moment with the second inning right here on CGDsports.net.
Leading things off, the second baseman, number 19, Riley Sorensen.
Sorensen will step into the batter's box in the top of the second inning. Wildcats leading the Cowboys 4-0. Here comes the pitch. Swing, strike one. Ooh, Sorensen swinging for the fences on that one. He had his head tilted up. You're ready to watch it go, and then the thud of the mitt. Yeah. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be just a hair bit outside. It's be ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Black and green marker.
It's going to drop foul. Schlutenhofer and Frias and Sisson all right there, just couldn't quite reach out to haul it in. It was just out of gloves reach. But still, strike 2, so 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count for Sorensen as he works his way back to the batter's box.
Yeah, like after all little big things, it shows you pictures of kids that actually make cool Lego stuff. And the stuff that gets inside you, and it shows you parts that you don't see in the movie. Yeah, you know the movie is only like
Some young guys out to the side. That one's fouled off. Still 1-2. Some young guys off to my left-hand side here, talking amongst each other. They've got this game down. They've got all the plans. Future Cowboys with some excitement about the game. You got to love that. Garner looks in, delivers to the plate. That one is going to be a chopper to center field. Foss will get a glove on it, hauls it in. A single for Sorensen.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 20, Isaiah Busick.
First pitch to Busick, low and away for an 0-1 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at first, Gardner. Steps back on the pitching rubber. Brings it to the plate. Swing, strike 1. Another swing for the fences moment. I've only seen 1 hit out here this year, and that was Caden Hankins early in the season. There is a slight breeze going out, but actually kind of died down a little bit here. That one drops, but just a little bit too much. That's going to be ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at first is Sorensen. He's getting a pretty decent lead over there. That one is going to be hit foul. So we've got a 2-2 count with the foul ball. Comes back in. Almost sounded like a broken bat, but I know they're not using wood, so it just must be the way it hit off, maybe close to the handle or something. But maybe it's corked. We should check. Busick thought about going after it, but he did not chase it. He stayed home, and that is going to make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sorensen will probably be taken off on the pitch. There it is. And Busick will go down on strikes, but Sorensen will advance a 2-2.
With 1 out. That will bring up the right fielder, number 6, Trevor Beach.
Trevor Beach will step in. 1 out, runner at second. Beach on the way, swing, strike 1. That one's going to be hit just over the top of Caden Hankins at third base. And Beach is going to hit safely with a single, advances the runner to third.
That will bring up the first baseman, number 25, Christian Lee.
So runners on the corners, first and third, and 1 out. Lee, first baseman, steps into the batter's box. So Beach will make his way to second. Runners now second and third. Still 4-0. Cowboys trailing the Wildcats. That one comes off the hand a little bit high for ball number 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. Swing for strike 1. Now a 2-1 count. Swing, strike 2. Gardner back-to-back strikes. Nice hard tosses. Oh, that was a nice looking pitch, but the count's going to go full. I wanted to swing at that one. It was so good. And I'm sitting quite a ways away from home plate. That one is going to get popped up. It's in the gap as Foss will chase it down to the warning track. He's going to get the ball in. 2 runs will score. That takes the score 6-0. We're in the second inning, and that's going to bring up the catcher, Evan Hatcher.
Now batting, the catcher, number 22, Evan Hatcher.
So Hatcher steps in and Runner looks in.
8.5. I'll be
3-0 count. Strike one. It's just like I say, the two best pitches you're going to see out of any pitcher when you get in the box will be that first pitch he throws to you and a 3-0 count. So 3-1 now, and Schlutenhofer couldn't quite haul it in, and that is going to be runners on the corners. Cohen Matson?
Courtesy runner for the catcher. Number 12, Cohen Matson. Now batting, the center fielder, number 5, Corey Detman.
Cowboys looking for that second out. Detman steps in, runners at the corners, first and third. And he puts bat on the ball. It's going to be in there for a base hit. There's one thing the Wildcats have done a good job of so far tonight, and that is they are just putting the ball in play, and they're putting it in the gaps or dropping it just over the heads of the infield. So another run scores, and that is going to make it 7-0.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 15, Mason Van Pelt.
Right.
Allen tries to throw it down to third. It's going to be overthrown, and that is going to bring another run across the plate and put the runner over at second base safely. So one out, now 8-0. Garner. This one goes to Frias, scoops it. He's going to get it there in time. 2 down.
Let's go.
That's going to bring us to the number 9 hitter, Jaden Gargano.
With 2 outs. Now batting, the pitcher, number 3, Jaden Gargano.
So Gargano's going to step in, 2 outs, runner on third. Strike one is what he sees coming right by him. Pitch. It's going to be just a little bit outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cowboys, when they get up to bat, are going to have some serious ground to make up, trailing 8-0 in this second inning. But we still got to get that third out yet to get that opportunity. That one's going to be a little bit wide. Allen doing a great job of hauling it in. Due up for the Cowboys will be Hankins, Schlutenhofer, and Sisson, and Allen. So the meat of the order coming up.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Okay.
Swing for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. Here comes the pitch, and this one's, oh! That is what you would call getting domed. Wow, knocked the helmet off. Gargano, though, shaking it off, heading down to first. Pretty sure there will be a courtesy runner after they check on it and make sure. All I think about when I think of situations like that is the movie Varsity Blues. I realize that's a football movie, but still. All right, how many fingers? No. You gotta make it easier. It's got to be a true false. Is he holding up fingers? Yes. He's fine. See? That's all it is. I got it. 18, I believe.
Courtesy runner, For the pitcher, number 18, Keegan Grote. Now batting, the shortstop, number 11, Josh Thurm.
Thurm with his third at-bat in this game already. We're just in the second inning. Wildcats batting through the order a couple times. And he's going to pop one up. Foss on his horse, heading back, gets under it, hauls it in for the third out, and
Catch by Nevin Foss. That is time ticking. You still have a little bit of an opportunity to pick up your ticket. Just a few left to sell for the Iowa Cubs Skybox raffle. Just $10 will get you that chance for a game on August 6th at 1:08 p.m. The iCubs and the Toledo Mudhens. Brought to you by the Diamond Club, along with DeKalb, Asgrow, and New Cooperative. We'll be drawing for that Skybox in inning 3.
We had 67 pitches for us.
67.
Yeah.
Tom, 67 pitches.
For us.
That is way too many.
How do we edit that?
Huh?
How do we change that?
So go to edit. And the event that you want to edit is your pitch count, right?
Right here?
Yep.
For us.
Oh, for us, yeah.
Pitch count.
Yep. And then put in 6-7.
6-7.
Enter. It should change it. I can't tell if it did or not, though. I don't know.
6-7?
I'm not sure. Okay.
No, it's 10.
Leading off for the Cowboys, the third baseman, number 40, Caden Hankins.
Oh, and there for a low strike. Swing for strike 2. Hankins puts the bat on the ball. It is up. And caught by the catcher. Hatcher will haul it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 6, Calvin Schlutenhofer.
Come on, Mount.
So Schlutenhofer will step in with 1 out, nobody on. Going to take a look at strike 1.
Go, baby. Sorry, Ryan. I tried.
How do we jump 31 pitches?
Dave told me.
I was trying to edit it, but we have
It's all good.
other things here.
Did you edit balls or strikes?
So Schlutenhofer is going to be tossed down at first, and that's going to bring up Nick Sisson.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 7, Nick Sisson.
Sisson steps in with 2 outs. That one's going to come in low. That's going to be a foul ball as it drops back into the box. Kind of hits off the ankle a little bit. Those are never pleasant ones to feel. So 1 ball, 1 strike as Sisson steps back into the box. Gets ready to go. Gargano on the mound. That one's going to be hit in a gap, but the center fielder Detman will get over there in time for the third out, and the Cowboys, once again, 1, 2, 3, will go into the top of the third. We're back in just a moment with more action right here on CGDsports.net. Welcome back to CGDsports.net.
Leading off for the Wildcats, the second baseman, number 19, Riley Sorensen.
Sorensen's going to follow the first one down the third base side for strike one. So a 0-1 count. Wildcats coming into the third inning up 8-0 over the Cowboys. They are on their third time through the lineup. Cowboys yet to get through the lineup. They have gone 3 up, 3 down in the first 2 innings. Preston Gardner back out onto the mound. Here comes the pitch to the plate. That one's going to be fouled off. Out of play, and that is going to give us an 0-2 count.
Did he do it? Did he know how to, like,
That one is going to take a bounce across. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Mason Allen has to come to the backstop to pick that one up. That one is going to be hit kind of off the handle. Hankins will field it in time. Gets the throw over to Schlutenhofer, and that is going to be the first out of the inning.
With 1 out, that will bring up the designated hitter, number 20, Isaiah Busick.
So Busick will step in with 1 out. He went down looking last time, if I remember right, on strikes. Some places they call that a backwards K. He's going to hit this one down, and Hankins will slow it down. And next time he'll make the throw. It's going to be not in time, but still a good job by the 2 Cowboys over in the corner.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 6, Trevor Beach.
Ball's going to get past Mason Allen, and that is going to advance the runner to second base. So now a runner at second. 1 ball, no strikes, the count to Beach. 1 out. And the Cowboys crank the defense up just a hair bit more. That one is fouled up. Out of play.
1-1.
That is home. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! It hit a car. Oh no! Oh no!
That one's going to be fouled out also, but it was a foul ball, but it was caught for the second out. Wyatt DeCoster with the catch.
Catch by DeCoster. Now batting with 2 outs, the first baseman, number 25, Christian Lee.
Lee hit 1 out into right center field last time at bat. That one just missing a little bit outside for ball 1.
Like that.
Low and inside, ball 2. Pass ball, and it is going to be another run across for the Wildcats. Making the score 9-0. A 3-0 count is what Lee is looking at when he gets ready to step back in the box. And there for strike 1. I think it's safe to say he was on the take. Ball 4 sends Lee down to first base. So the Wildcats with 2 outs will put a runner on.
That will bring up the catcher, number 22, Evan Hatcher.
So Hatcher steps in. Gardner delivers. Just misses a little bit outside for ball 1. Fouls it off for strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike, the count to Hatcher. Runner advances to second.
Do you see it hit that ball?
Next side. Gets it to first in time, and that's going to finish out the inning. Once again, the Wildcats will tag another run on, and we will head to the Bottom of the third, 9-0, and the Cowboys due up. Mason Allen, Matthew Gudka, and Wyatt DeCoster. Supposed to get your lighters out, and it's requested. I aim to please. Welcome back to CGDsports.net. I'm going to try to wake everybody up now.
Leading things off for the Cowboys, the catcher, number 5, Mason Allen.
All right, so now we've lulled the defense to sleep with some Steely Dan. Allen looks at a 1-1 count when he gets ready to step back in the box. He's going to foul that one off near the softball diamond. Hits off the visitors' dugout. Allen back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Allen's in there for ball 2, so 2-2 now the count. Allen fouls that one off into the screen. Doing a good job protecting at the plate. That one's going to be a pass ball for ball number 3, a full count. Allen puts it up into the air. Deadman gets underneath of it in center field and is going to haul it in. It's a nice long drive by Allen, but unfortunately it's going to be out number 1.
That will bring up the designated hitter, number 48, Matthew Gudka.
The senior steps in. He's going to see ball 1 go by him. A 1-0 count. Coming up here shortly, we're going to make somebody a winner of a skybox. Well, you don't actually get to keep it, but you get to borrow it at least for a day. You still got a few minutes to get down here and get your ticket picked up. And chance to win that skybox for August 6th. The iCubs and the Toledo Mudhens. Here comes the pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Matthew steps back in. That one goes in low for ball 3. So a 31 count. Matthew's going to see Gonna see strike number 2 go by him, so the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Comes a curveball. And it's not gonna curve because it's gonna bounce. So Matt's gonna get down to first, and the Cowboys, their first base runner of the night.
Now batting, the left fielder. Number 1, Wyatt DeCoster.
So Wyatt DeCoster steps in, the left-hander. And he's going to get tattooed. First pitch. Right off the gluteus maximus.
After the hit by pitch, that will bring up the center fielder, number 14, Nevin Foss.
Foss takes a cut at strike 1. Nevin's last at bat, nice drive. That was nice line drive. Was caught by the shortstop. Breaking ball from Gargano is not going to break. So 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on. High pop fly. Third baseman gets called off by the shortstop, and that's going to be 2 outs.
Now batting, number 25, the shortstop, Carson Nessheim.
Carson Nessheim steps in. Swing for strike 2. So an 0-2 count right now to the shortstop as we are in the 3rd inning. The Cowboys trailing 9-0 to the Wildcats. And that's going to finish the side with CGD trailing 9.
I don't think you want to make
Welcome back to CGDsports.net. We go into the fourth inning with the Cowboys trailing 9-0. Detman, the center fielder, steps in for the Wildcats. They've really only had one inning where it was just gangbusters. But that time I say that, he pops one up. Foss gets underneath it, hauls it in.
Catch by Nevin Foss. That will bring up the left fielder, number 15, Mason Van Pelt.
Van Pelt drives one up the middle. Foss will haul it in, runs it back in, and it'll be a single for Van Pelt.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 3, Jaden Gargano.
So a single for Van Pelt and Gargano stepping in, the pitcher. He got hit last time he was up to bat. Sees strike one go by him for an 0-1 count. So 1 out, runner on first, number 9 hitter in the box. Here comes the pitch from Gardner. Preston delivers. That one's going to be high and outside for ball 1. Two balls, one strike, the count to Gargano. Strike. So let's make it a 2-2 count. Gardner getting close to that 95 pitch mark. 110 is the cutoff, so he's closing in on it. It's going to be just a little bit outside for ball 3. Count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing for a strike, number 3. 2 outs.
With 2 outs, that will bring up the shortstop, number 11, Josh Thurb.
He's going to come in low. Ball 1. Like to see Gardner get out of this inning with his allotted number of pitches. Come back fresh with somebody else. Oh, that one takes a shot off of the pitcher's leg. Sisson doing a good job backing up the toss. Take a timeout. Take a timeout as they go and check on Preston Gardner. He took a pretty good shot off the leg. We'll take a quick timeout here as well. No, check that. I'm fine. That Preston Gardner's one tough guy. He's gonna shake it off and get ready to face the next batter.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 19, Riley Sorensen.
So 1 ball, no strikes. Two outs, runners at second and third. Oh, Sorensen thought about going after that one, but holds off for ball 2. That one's fouled up. And it's going to come straight down. Was it caught?
Kakonchik with the catch.
So 3-1 the count to Sorensen as he steps back in the box. Gardner over the 100 pitch mark. And he's going to walk Sorensen. That's going to load up the bases. He's at 102 right now on the pitch count.
Now batting, number 20, the designated hitter, Isaiah Busick.
So Busick steps in with 2 outs, bases loaded. Gardner delivers. Just a little bit high for ball 1. Chopper, it's hit in the gap. 1 scores. Foss hits the cutoff. 2 will score.
That will bring up the right fielder, number 6, Trevor Beach.
So Beach will step in. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Popped up. Next time calls it. And that's going to be the 3rd out. Once again, the Wildcats will get a couple more on the board. It's now 11-0 as we get ready to go into the bottom part of the 4th. In this game with the Cowboys and the Wildcats. Keep it right here to CGDsports.net.
Welcome back to CGDsports.net. Leading off for the Cowboys, the pitcher, number 12, Preston Gardner.
Gardner will look at strike 1. So an 0-1 count. He steps back into the batter's box. Once again, Cowboys trailing 11-0. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Swing for strike 2. Cowboys have been hitting the ball, just unfortunately going right to the Wildcats. Garner jumps on that one. It's going to go foul. He was way ahead of that one. I think he may have laid that one out in left field on the softball diamond. Fouls it down the third base side now for an 0-2 count still. So the story right now, CGD once again has been hitting the ball, but Wildcats making the plays. As we are on our second trip through the lineup, they are on their fourth. That one's fouled off. So Gardner doing a great job of hanging tough up at the plate. Only 2 base runners for CGD so far tonight. Utka and DeCoster back in the last inning. Gardner fouls it off. Hey, you know, that's all right. This is good because it just keeps running Gargano's pitch count up as well. That one's fouled up, and it is caught on the first base side. Hauling it in is going to be Lee.
That will bring up the third baseman, number 40, Caden Hankins.
So Hankins will step in. 1 out, nobody on. That's going to come across low, and ball 1 actually skims across the ground as it crosses the plate. Swing for strike 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hankins up in the front part of the box. That one's going to be in there for, excuse me, a little bit low for ball 3. So 3-1 now the count. Hankins will watch a strike go by, and that's going to make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's strike 3. So 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 6, Calvin Schlutenhofer.
Fouls that one off. Catcher's going to take just a quick second. I don't know. Not quite sure if he's the one that took the brunt of the toss or it was the umpire, one of the two. Somebody got hit as the ball went off. Here comes the pitch. Schlutenhofer underneath it, had a high pop fly. Shortstop comes across, makes the catch. And that is going to end the inning with the Cowboys 3 up, 3 down. We're back in just a moment with more action right here on CGDsports.net. Welcome back to CGDsports.net. The call to the bullpen brought to you by Carl Chevrolet GMC, CarlWebsterCity.com. New pitcher, Nick Sisson.
Now pitching for the Cowboys, number 7, Nick Sisson. In the bat for the Wildcats, leading things off, number 24, Kyle Conklin.
Whoa, I like that pitch. Thought that was a good one. But the umpire saw it differently, so he's going to call it ball 1. And I'm going to have to say, absolutely, sir. Ball 2. Conklin has one go just above the knees. Actually right about thigh level across the plate for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike now the count. That one's going to be low. Ball 3. So 3-1. I'll tell you what, a beautiful night for baseball. It's a little breezy. Cooled down nicely. They are saying we could see some rain again Wednesday. That one's going to be popped up and out of play. Oh, check that. Popped up off the screen. Lands back in on the field, but still strike 2, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing for strike 1, or excuse me, strike 3. First out.
With 1 out. That will bring up the catcher, number 22, Evan Hatcher.
That one's going to come in a little bit high. Ball 1. Cowboys have got to retire the side here and get the sticks out because they've got one last chance to keep in this ball game. 2-0 count. We're talking about our seniors, and one of my fondest memories of Nevin Foss was as a freshman. The left-hander takes a cut at the old diamond at Hanson Park, and he will end up throwing the ball over, or the bat over the backstop. Yeah, that's right, the bat. First time I'd seen that in ever.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 5, Corey Detman.
So Detman steps in. That's going to be high for ball 1. And I'll tell you what, Nevin, from that point on, has developed into a great baseball player, leading the conference with batting average, and his fielding percentage is just right spot on.
Catch by Nevin Foss.
2 outs, correct? 2 outs?
With 2 outs. That will bring up the left fielder, number 15, Mason Van Pelt.
So 1 out. Excuse me, 2 outs, and a ball is the first pitch that comes from Nick Sisson to Van Pelt. Van Pelt puts the bat on the ball. Foss, nope, check that. Who's that out there?
Starting things off for the Cowboys, the pitcher, number 7, Nick Sisson.
Nick Sisson steps in, Mason Allen on deck, and Matthew Gudka, the designated hitter, coming up after that. Strike 1, delivered from Gargano. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Sisson steps back into the box, gets ready to go. Gargano looks in, comes to the plate. Breaking ball, and the curveball will get Sisson looking, and that is going to be out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, number 5, Mason Allen.
Mason Allen steps in. Cowboys on the road for the next couple games. They will be on heading up to Gardner Hayfield Ventura for tomorrow night, and then finishing up the regular season at Algona with the Bulldogs. Saturday, it is back to Garner for a matchup with the Jaguars of Southeast Valley in the first round of tournaments. And we'll just say the winner is going to head down to Granger to play Woodward Granger later on. So a 2-2 count to Allen. It's back in the box. Gargano delivers. Swing, strike 3, and that is going to bring us down to our last out, possibly of the night, is Matthew Gudka, actually the first Cowboy to get on.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Matthew Gudka.
So ball 1 to Matthew. Cowboys with just 2 base runners tonight. Matthew was one of them. Wyatt DeCoster is up next. Was the other one. Strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Fouls that one away for a 2-2 count. That's going to be strike 3, and that is going to be the game, kids, as The Cowboys will go down to the Wildcats.
We'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Please drive safely as you head back home. The Cowboys on the road for the next couple nights. They will be in Garner, facing Garner Hayfield Ventura, the Cardinals. That's tomorrow night. And then on Wednesday, finishing up the regular season with the Bulldogs of Algona. And the postseason begins on Saturday, July 1st, back in Garner against the Jaguars of Southeast Valley. Just a reminder, you must purchase your tickets online.
It's over. Well, it's over. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. We still got to make a run at state. Now we're the underdog, see? Thank you very much for tuning in. That's going to wrap things up for us here from CGD High School, where the Cowboys are going to go down to the Wildcats 11-0. Just a tough night. Wildcats doing a good job putting the ball in play, and they found gaps, plain and simple. So, well, that's going to wrap things up for baseball as far as my side of it goes. My next announcing is going to be softball on June 6th, as of right now, unless I hear otherwise. And hey, thank you very much for everything, and we will, if I don't talk to you before the month is out, then have a great rest of your summer. Enjoy some time off, and we will talk to you again with Cowboy football. It's just a couple months away. Do you believe it? We're going to be starting the season off with the Eagles of Eagle Grove at Eagle Grove. So, well, that's going to wrap things here. Thanks to Tom Simmons, Carol Thompson, and myself, Dave Stein. Have a great night right here on CGDsports.net.